Howdy guys, this is Jake, and I thought I'd do a quick review of the HTC Hero in comparison to my last phone, the Palm Pre. I've had the Pre for about 6 months. I got it about a month after it came out. I really got frustrated with the software in it and the lack of support from Palm itself, and it was mainly just a user community. Pretty much everybody was just thrown under the bridge and let you have at it, you know. And I was very active at precentral.net, which was a great website. Those guys are doing all they can to keep the Palm Pre going, but I just felt like it wasn't working. It wasn't up to the standard that I hold my phone to be. So I decided to switch to the Hero, and I think it was a really good decision. So far, it's been really nice. There are a few things that I miss from the Pre, but overall, Hero is far superior. So here's the Pre, and here's the Hero. And as you can see, they're both pretty good fingerprint magnets. The Hero seems to clean off a little bit easier, and is a little bit easier to maintain. Here's the side comparison. The Hero is just a tad bit thinner, I think. It feels a little bit more dense. It doesn't feel as plasticky, I guess you could say, as the Pre. Here's the tops of the two. There you go. And here's the Pre-open to it, because the Pre is a slider phone, as you know. As far as links going like this, that keyboard on the Pre, I'd finally gotten to where I could type without looking at the keyboard, and it was pretty nice, but little bit frustrating at times. I had to type with my fingernail, and as you can see, I don't really have that much of a fingernail on my thumb. So let's just go over the Hero real quick. I just liked going through pictures whenever I was looking at the phone to see what it looked like, and there were a few good ones, but nothing of the stuff that I really wanted. So here's the pad down at the bottom. You have your back key, your search key, menu key, and home key. It's a trackball that mine, I'm not for sure if it was supposed to click. I don't think it is, because mine doesn't, but basically it's just like if you apply enough force to it, it selects. There's the power end key and the call key. And there's two LEDs right here. I'm not for sure what this one does. I'm not for sure at all. This one will turn orange whenever it's charging, and it'll start beeping red whenever your battery's about to die. I know that. I don't know if it does anything else. At the top, there is a 3.5mm headphone port, if I can get that to focus. There we go. Yeah, 3.5mm headphone port that does work with a mic. I have the iPhone headphones, the in-ear headphones for my iPod Touch, and I was assuming that they would work with this. They didn't work with the Pre. I just thought it was a problem with the Pre, but apparently it's a compatibility issue that Apple has it just working with the iPhone. So those didn't work. It's supposed to work. It registers that it's a headset, but it just doesn't work. There is a 5-megapixel camera on the back. 5-megapixel camera on the back. Sorry, you can see the speaker grill on the back. We'll get to that later. With Google logo. There is a mini USB port. It looks it's HTC's adaptation to it. I had the HTC Touch, the first generation that Sprint had, and I think they call it the Elf or something like that from HTC, and it had the same type of port, so I'm kind of familiar with that. On this side there is nothing, just the chrome little plate that goes around. Then there's the volume rocker on this side. Here you can see that. Alright, so let's take the back panel off. It's a little bit firm. There's the camera without the cover on it. And it looked like there would be a speaker on both sides, but from what I can tell, there's only a speaker right there. I might be wrong with this, but I'm not for sure. There's the headphone port without the cover on it, as you can kind of see. And here's the battery. I'm not going to take that off because there's information behind there. And on this side over here, there is a micro SD card slot. I have the 2 GB SanDisk micro SD card that came with the phone. I'm probably going to get, most definitely will get a larger storage. So there's the external features of the HTC Hero from Sprint. I have to say it's a very, very iPhone-like feel. Probably the most comparable I've ever had from Sprint to, get these fingerprints off of here, to the iPhone. So let's just do a quick little boot test to see its comparison to the Palm Pre. Okay, ready? Here we go. Okay. I have to say that Android has been quite a delight in these past couple of hours. Just getting used to it and how many applications there are, because on the Palm they're coming out pretty quick, but they just are not up to par. So this boot logo, I don't know how it will look in the video, but it looked really, really grainy to me. It just didn't look proper. Palm's still doing its thing. See, it still hadn't gotten the touchpad down here going. They do take a while to turn on. I was kind of shocked at that. There goes the Hero. Go ahead and unlock this. I'm telling you, that Palm takes forever to turn on. One thing I do miss from the Palm Pre, I'm going to set the HTC Hero down. One thing I do miss is this vibrate toggle. I really miss just being able to switch that on whenever I go into class or whatever. So the Hero's home screen just popped up. And as you can see, it's got the weather. It's not that accurate. I remember one of my family members had the Eris from Verizon at Athens, is my hometown, and so it registered Athens, Georgia. Well, I'm in Texas, so different time zones, so the time was off, the weather was wrong, so just a lot of issues with that. Overall, the interface is just a lot snappier. There's a calendar widget, bookmarks, open screen. There's 7 screens. Twitter, and nothing. Okay. So you've got a clock up in the upper right, battery, service, Wi-Fi, GPS location, and a couple apps that I've installed. I don't know why they're booting and start up. Like I said, still getting used to the new software. Let's see, let's go home. As you can see, those light up. Nice trackball light up. Trackball can switch from screen to screen. But like I said earlier, for some reason, let's go on the market and I can show you. For some reason, it doesn't have a clicker, and I would expect it to, like the Blackberries have a clicker. Just kind of push hard. That selects it. I don't know. Alright, so here is the keyboard for the Hero. It's very good predicting so far. Numbers. Turn that off. Let's go back home. They've got multi